Welcome to Gigi's Honeybees. I'm just getting home from work and I was noticing quite a bit of activity with the bees. I think they're out foraging. I just wanted to check because it seemed like a lot of them were gathering by this one tree. So I'm hoping I don't have a swarm up here, but I don't see it. So I'm thinking they just were out flying, getting whatever nectar sources they can. We did a good inspection on all of them yesterday and was checking the honey supers. Some have just banging it out and doing great, and the others haven't touched it at all. Bees are there, but they're not drawing it out yet, but they're working on it, so hopefully that'll do. This seems like the colony with the activity. So I'm thinking it's just maybe new bees doing orientation flights. That's what it appears to be. We have a little bit of a roaring sound. We'll see. Just not sure what's going on there. But this hive that I'm looking at right here is one of the better hives. It's, I think, my strongest hive. It was my first swarm that I caught, and as soon as I put her in the box, they went busy because it was just foundation. It wasn't drawn comb that I put them on, and they built it up. And I put the super on, the first super on. They built it up. The queen did get up there and start laying because I didn't have a queen excluder, but that's okay. I went ahead and got some more boxes and more frames, so I put the third box on, and they're getting into it as well. So as long as the queen has room to lay, I'm good. I'm good with it. But yeah, there's quite a bit of activity today, and it's 80 degrees right now, so they've had a good day of flight and foraging. I'm pretty sure that they took advantage of. But yeah, it's just fun seeing them. It's just fun seeing them zigzagging in through the air and zipping here and zipping there and coming back. Yeah, but all of them are busy. They're all out doing their gathering what they can. Yeah. Let's see down here we got this one. These are some of the smaller ones, but even they're out busy. Let's go over here and see what's happening with these over here on the other side that I've got in this other stand. They start off the day in mostly sun, and then in the late afternoon they get into this shady area. But as warm as it is, I don't think it matters shade or not. They're still going to be out busy. Yeah. They're doing good. And I will say, after I requeen these two, their behavior and their temperament has improved drastically. So requeening was the correct answer. I just didn't want to have crazy bees because I don't want to be out in the yard with them attacking, especially when I have my grandbabies over. So I was just trying to make sure all of that was taken care of, that they got requeened, and hoping that it would solve their behavior issues, and it did. It completely, like a 360, they did a complete bow face and much better. Yeah, the bees are out. So I just wanted to share that with y'all a little bit. I love pulling up the driveway and looking out across over here and seeing the bees in the air flying, and I just saw quite a bit more than I had been seeing, but I guess that's normal. If it's a good day to forage, they're all out doing it. And it does look like we have some orientation flights happening right now, but that colony had just frame after frame of wall-to-wall brood, and just good, solid brood pattern, and several frames capped. So I'm assuming these are some of those bees just coming out and enjoying the sunshine and learning to fly. So, but I will post some pictures of our inspection yesterday. I didn't have my video on because we just wanted to get out here quick. It was late in the day when we came out here, and we wanted to get everything done before we lost all of our daylight and before it got too dark. It was still light outside when we finished, but I didn't want to be out here late, so I didn't bring the video and do that, but I did take some photos. So at the end of this, I will go over those with y'all and let y'all see what we saw. So stay tuned. Okay, here's the beginning of our inspections that we did yesterday. I started off with the colonies that were donated to me that I had requeened. They aren't doing anything in the top box. I dug deep in a little bit into the brood box and did see a good pattern of brood. And the next one sitting right beside it was pretty much the same. They're not doing very much in the top box. But when we got down into the brood box, we were able to see that they are quite a good amount of bees in both of these boxes. They do have a lot of brood that's capped, so they should be exploding here shortly. We did find a capped cell, not a capped cell, a queen cell, sorry, on the frame, but it was not charged. It looks like more of a practice cup than anything. And the top box was nothing going on in it. This was a smaller hive, 3 frames of bees. Brood pattern was good, so hopefully they will grow in population here shortly. Just numerous amounts of bees on the frames that were being attended to. So I'm hoping this colony will grow. And then this is the next hive we inspected. Again, same thing. Nothing much going on in the honey super. Bottom box looks okay. A little bit of honey frames around the brood. A couple of solid frames of nectar and pollen, capped honey. Brood pattern looks good. So I think this queen's doing okay. And these are all my swarms. These boxes that I've just inspected are all for my swarms. So I think they're doing well. Good population, good brood pattern. And another swarm here. Same thing, nothing much going on in the top box. Top super rather. Looking at their brood pattern and their population. All looks good. So most of these colonies with the capped brood that we found, their population should grow pretty quickly. So maybe on the next inspection we'll see a lot more bees. And they're working on drawing the comb out and putting nectar in. And this hive is my superstar hive. This was my first swarm I caught. And it's got a good amount of bees. And they were in the very top super that we just put on a few days ago. So they're beginning to work it. This is the middle super. Storing honey. Looking good. That's what we want to see, is a lot of frames with honey. And in this super, this queen has gotten into the first super and laid. So you see some young larvae here. But that's okay. I didn't really want her in that box, but she found it, and obviously she needed the space. So I'm glad it was there for her to lay in. And the fresh new comb in these boxes looks so pretty. All right, and this is my other hive. Again, not much going on in the very top super. Second super has a lot of frames with honey in it. And the brood box has got a good population. A lot of bees on each frame. Brood pattern looks good. I was trying to look down in to see if I could actually see eggs. That's why I'm trying to take a few close-up pictures, but didn't get to see them. But the brood pattern was looking good. So again, this is another colony that should explode in population here before too long. And then this is another one with not much going on in the top box. Bottom box has got a little bit of brood in it. It's not quite as large as some of the others, but the ones that are in there are doing good. She's got a good brood pattern. There's a lot of bees on the frames where they were occupying. Another good sheet of brood. And another one. So like I said, these colonies should explode here in due time. So we'll see. And then this is another one of my hives. Another swarm. Again, in the top box, just beginning to get up there. In the middle box, they had a little bit going on. A few bees on each frame. Brood box had plenty of brood, and this was the frame that they had built onto the bottom of it because it was a short medium frame in the deep box, and they made use of it best they could. But there's a lot of bees on each frame, and the brood pattern looked good. So we'll see how far they get. Another one with pretty brood color. Brand new comb. A little bit of close-up of the bees working. Like I said, I was trying to see in the cells to see if I could see eggs, but still couldn't. They're all congregated on the middle frames there. A good amount of bees. And then this is my last colony, Ruby, which was one of my original colonies. They're just beginning to start working in that top super. So they've started to draw out the comb just a little bit. Then in the next super, they have started storing nectar and honey. And then the brood box looked good. Good solid brood pattern. Lots of capped brood.